Nikki B, the progressive. I have not posted a video on YouTube in forever, and I feel like it's time for me to start vlogging my political thoughts like I said I would. I guess I'll just start doing it every day when I can, or every other day, or maybe a few times a week. But the state of our politics is at this moment disastrous. I'm sorry, but I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate or comments, I don't know, for what I'm gonna say. But anybody who is supporting Trump at this point is in a cult. And hold your boat before you say, oh, you liberal Democrat. First of all, I only am a Democrat because I have no other choice, especially here in Florida, because this state is all kinds of fucked up. I would rather be an independent, but I can't, because if I register as an independent, I can't vote in the primaries. So what am I stuck with? A D. I definitely will never ever claim being a Republican. Don't want to have nothing to do with that party. And honestly, I don't want to have anything to do with the Democratic Party, because in my opinion, they're all meows. They all suck. They have no backbone, no spine to do anything for real. They just want to meet at the middle of the road and work with people that don't want to fucking work with them. I digress. So yeah, I'm not a Democrat by any means. I am stuck in the Democratic Party, especially for the primaries. Usually after the primaries, I change my I changed my affiliation to independent. I would like to keep it like that permanently, because honestly what we need is, and I'm gonna quote some stuff from my political news friends, or not friends, but people that I watch here on YouTube, like Kyle Kulinski. He's awesome. If you've never checked out his channel, please go check it out. Awesome. He gives the straight facts. You know, he gives his opinion, but he's going to give the facts, okay? First of all, he's going to tell you what it is, how it is, and that's that. And then I watch TYT. A lot of people have some controversies with TYT. I watch them because they tell you what's going on, and they give it to you straight, and they give credit due where credit is due, and so does Kyle Kulinski. My other favorite is David Doyle. He's the Rational National. He's from Canada, but he does American politics. I'm not sure if he even lives in America. I don't know. I don't care. He's great. And then there's, oh God, his name is Chris, and I can't think of his YouTube channel. Oh, dude. I know he's a gay guy. Oh my God, why am I flaking on that? I'll come back to that later, but I love watching his videos. Sorry. And I sometimes dip in here and there with the Majority Report with Sam Cedar and what's her name that used to be on TYT. I can't think of names today. Anyways, that's where I get most of my political news from. I completely stopped watching CNN, MSNBC, and the likes thereof, because they are total corporate sellouts. They just report whatever they want to report. They're not reporting all the people that are running against Biden, including Marianne Williamson, who has a great plan for America. But they pretend like she's not running. Of course, I'm never going to watch Fox News, because that's just a propaganda channel. And sorry, I was going to say that CNN and MSNBC are propaganda channels as well. Now, there is one progressive that is on the mainstream news at this point, and sorry, I don't know his name. because I see clips of his every now and then of him roasting people and actually like getting them to talk and asking them real progressive, real questions that need to be asked, because journalism is lacking these days. So there's that. But yeah, so at this point, like I said, anybody who's voting for Trump, you're in a cult. Sorry. Y'all black people too. Because any black person that's voting for Trump or thinks he's the greatest president or whatever, y'all crazy. Your brain has been taken out of your skull and effectively washed, stomped on, and put back in. Because I just need the Trump supporters to name 3 policies, at least 3, that benefited them in their life. Do it. Name it. You can put it in the comments underneath my video. Please tell me 3 substantive policies that benefited your life. Please don't say the tax cuts, because there were some temporary tax cuts for middle class people, and most of the people that support Trump don't even qualify as middle class. And there's nothing against poor people. I have nothing against poor people, middle class people, none of that. But what I'm trying to say is the tax cuts that were temporary and that have already expired were not for people in the lower class. And the rest of the tax cuts went to millionaires and billionaires and the top 0.01% of people in America. And those are the richest motherfuckers in America. So don't even come at me with no tax bullshit. 3 policies. 3. I just want policies. I don't care about, oh, he's great, he's the greatest. I don't care about none of that. Give me policy. That's all I care about. And this is why I don't like the Democratic Party, because they have no policy to stand on. Okay, Biden is terrible. I never cared for Biden. I just think he's terrible. He's too old. People may say Bernie's too old, but Bernie's a different old. Biden is like falling asleep at the wheel old, okay? Sorry, lost my train of thought here. So there are a few policies that I liked that Biden has done. I love the student debt forgiveness. It was only $20,000, and right now it's tied up in the courts or whatever. Honestly, it should have been all student debt is wiped, because he has the power to do that under the Department of Education, under the oh gosh, I cannot think today. Anyway, under the Department of Education, he has the sole right to just nix that. But they don't want to do it. They want to go halfway measures, because he is funded. His donors are from the corporate class, the richest of the richest. He does have donors that are from that class. So he's got to, tickle the donors' balls, So, oh yeah, by the way, this video is probably never going to be seen, but whatever. And I'm looking cockeyed because I'm driving, which they say is dangerous to do while making a video. But I have no choice but to make these videos from my car, because I don't have time for anything else. I have a very busy schedule, very busy life. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Rein it in here. Biden did do good. He halfway measured on the student debt forgiveness. Now he put in, because I know about this because I am a student currently finishing up my master's degree. And I was just on the student whatever, the website to get, your loans and stuff from the government. Not too long ago. So, Biden, he's just doing halfway measures, like how he recommended to have marijuana moved from a Schedule 1 with heroin and marijuana. Heroin and marijuana were on the same schedule, Schedule 1, meaning there's no way you can research them. There's no way, there's no medical benefit from these drugs. There's no nothing. They should just be straight illegal. don't fuck around and find out, you know? Like, marijuana and heroin? Let me just put it this way. Crazy people on my damn highway today. Let me put it this way. Heroin. I have dealt with heroin addicts for years, on top of years as a nurse. And the addiction that they have to that shit, it ain't no joke. So, like, I don't understand how that can be equated to marijuana. Anyway, so he moved marijuana off the Schedule 1, or recommended moving off Schedule 1 and putting it to Schedule 3. That way it can be researched. You still would need, like, a prescription and stuff for it. It can be researched, looked into, you know, find out what its true effects are, because we really still don't know a lot about it, because it's been illegal for so long for no reason. And we still have alcoholics out here and people driving drunk and killing people. Okay? We didn't learn anything from Prohibition. So that's a halfway measure, because he should have decriminalized it and made it legal in all 50 states. And the biggest part is decriminalizing it and let all the people that are in prison for weed, let them out. Sorry, I know you say, oh, they're criminals. Not what, they're in prison for marijuana, something that grows out of the ground, a leaf, a plant. So that's that. We'll talk about that later. But he has done nothing but halfway measures. That's a halfway measure that he did. This is why I wanted Bernie to be president, because Bernie would have paved the way for so many things, and that's why he was stopped there. And I think, honestly, I think he is, you know, really old, and he's like, fuck it, I've given up now, because the powers that be won't let me be me. I love Bernie. Anyway, now don't get it twisted. I'm not in a cult or anything like that. My love for Bernie is not the same as people's love for Trump. People's love for Trump is irrational and crazy, and that's that. That's all I have to say about that. It just doesn't compute. There's no critical thinking there. They just like that he's kind of funny and he says funny stuff and he's very charismatic. That's what they love about him. It has nothing to do with policy, nothing to do with him being a good person or anything like that. It's the charisma and the way he makes them feel while not doing anything for them. It's like you have, it's almost like the Trumpsters are in a very bad, abusive relationship with a guy that doesn't give a shit about them. But because, you know, he's good in the sack or whatever, or he does one good thing, or no, we'll leave it at that. He's good in the sack. They're still in love with him, and they're still connected, and the chemistry there is what keeps them there. Not saying that these people are sleeping with Trump, but it's like the same thing. It's the only comparison that I can think of, because other than that, that man does not give a fuck about any of the people that donate to him, that love him, that follow him. He doesn't give a fuck about none of them. And